asking you guys to set yourself up for homework. Lift and away and in and away. Well done. Hands to hips. We're going to sink the knees onto the toes, push tall and low. So we've got that connection through the ball. Bend, toes, tall, lower. Bend, toes, tall, lower. Bend, toes, tall, lower. One more, and then I'm going to tweak and change our legs. We're going to take the ball, and I'm going to get you to wedge your heels together. Enough that when we raise up and the toes, or the heels separate, we can get those heels back together again. We've got that much contact. Well done. Same footwork as before. So we're going to bend the knees onto the toes, rise tall, and as we lower, pull the heels back together. Think of zipping up through the legs. Bend, toes, tall, pull back together. Bend, toes, tall, pull back together. Shall we play with the ball? We're going to bend. Now as the heels lift, we're going to raise the ball, push the ball to the ceiling, and then pull the heels back together. Well done. Bend, raise, push tall, heels zipping back in. Bend, up, push tall, in. One more. Bend, raise it up, push tall, and in. All out the side. We've got one long standing leg. We're pushing through the mat. We're going to cross the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. I'm going to change hands for me. Same side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the ball in his hand and come to the other side. Perfect now. Cross the body. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Just changing hands, that's all. Now it's same side, same leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's pop it down. Last round of squats. Kind of. Because, well, you know, push-ups never really left, did they? So things filter in. So we've got hip width apart. Begin with our first 10. Reach and in. There's some awesome suggestions coming in. Some of them are awful, to be honest. Really mean. What do you think I'm going to do to you? 200 crunches followed by something else, but a demand for double relaxation to follow. I love it. Just writing a list. Got the next few terms all sorted. Well done. Hands to hips. We're lower. Kick it out the side. Last one. Well done. Wider now. Encourage the knees out, hands in front, and we push the knees wide and up. Well done. Turn that into our lunges. Focus on a spot. Length crown to tail. Lower and lift. Well done. Change to the leading leg. Again, focus, length, and done. Turning in for our little jumps or a side step if you're feeling a bit sore on those knees today. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bunny hop jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Last round. Well done. Elbows are up, crisscross, lower, across the body. Well done. Bringing that shoulder forward, get the spinal twist. Well done. Down for the pulse. Lower down. Check your alignment. Pull on through our centers. Support by hands on knees if you need a little bit of assistance. We're going to take the heel off. Slow pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the heel lift. Stay low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. We push it down. We go back. Final set. Easy peasy. Right, we're going to bring our ball down onto the mat. I'm going to turn that heater down because it really kicked in, didn't it?
Yeah.
Really don't think we need any more heat than that. Okay. Going to pop the ball between our knees. And same positioning as always. Although do remember, with the ball on your hands, passing past the head, it does make you quite long. So just check you've got room to reach. Well done. Long through the back of the neck, tuck your shoulder blades underneath or open across our chest. Lift the hips, reach them further from the shoulders so we are level through our headlights. We have a nice, supported, nice and low neutral spine. And feel your feet to the mat as well. So from here, we're going to take our hands to the ceiling. I want us to curl forward. And we're going to grab the ball. And we're going to roll our spine down. So block by block, take your time, feel it mobilize against the mat. Pause at the top, think, hey, neutral spine's going to stay here. And we exhale, rib cage drops in and helps support holding that position. Breathe into the ceiling, curling forward, place the ball back. Same again though, we roll down through the spine. Arms passing above the head. Exhale, holding neutral. Arms to ceiling, curling forward. Grab the ball. Block by block, down we roll. Take your time. And reach. And up we come. We're going to place the ball back in between your knees. Roll the spine down. Pause with the hands at ceiling. You're going to curl the hands together, loop your fingers together, and take the hands behind your head. This time, we're going to get us to curl forward. So we're looking at the ball. Shoulders are nice and low. Centre strong. Headlights are level. Give me a squeeze of the ball. So we've got now inner thigh joining in. We've got pelvic floor recruited. Hold. We can release the big squeeze. Roll the spine down. Curl forward. Set the upper body nice. Shoulders low. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze. Squeeze. And lower, releasing the ball a little. 2 more, let's go. Curl, squeeze the ball, set, hold, and lower. And final one, let's go. Curling forward, squeeze, 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 and lower. And down. Let's release the upper body. Just let the ball drop. We're going to place one foot on top of it. Hands on our headlights just to maintain a sense of what's going on through our centres. The top knee we're going to open out to the side and bring it back. And then the lower knee. And top knee. So just working on singles but keeping level through our hips. One more each side. Well done. Pause there. 4 with both knees. Open. Close. Well done. One foot stays on the ball, the other leg scoops up to tabletop. We're going to do that nice little pattern, but we're just keeping the slow speed today. We're going to double tap and then reach it long through the heel, little lift and lower. Bring the knee back in, we open to the side and close. Again, just the distance, we can keep these hips level. Again, double tap. Push the heel away, little raise and lower. Bring it to tabletop, twice open. One more, nice slow round, and we tap, tap, long reach, lift and lower. Lift and lower. We can start to feel that hamstring working to stabilize the ball as we open and close. Lovely work. Let's change which foot is on the ball. Set that center. We take our free leg up to tabletop. We bring our little pattern together. Double tap, long through the leg, little lift and lower. And bring it in. Open. And close. Open. Close. Tap and long. Lift and lower. And in. One more round. Nice and slow with control. Push it long. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And in and open. Well done, both feet on the ball. Lovely work. Okay, hands to ceiling. We're going to curl forward. We're going to reach between our knees as they're opening up. So we're going to open up through those knees, reach, kind of reaching through the gap. And as we roll the upper body down, we close the knees back together. Now you can absolutely have a hand behind your head here if you feel like you need support through the neck. Curling, reaching out through open knees. And then close the legs to come down. Curling up, reach, lower and close. We're getting upper body, lower body to coordinate together. And one more. And lower. Well done. Can we bring that ball? Scoop it back up into your hand. We're going to have it up in our right hand. We're going to raise our left leg. Done. Tap the ball to the knee and we'll push long. Nice long extension. And we come tap and long. We're holding that lovely neutral spine position. We can exhale with our reach away. And pause at the top. Now we're going to go open to the side. Again, just as far as we can keep these hips nice and level, headlights shine to ceiling. Well done. Let's change our sides. Ball to the opposite hand. Other leg at tabletop. We go our 5 long. Reach. And then to the side, 5 openings, and close. Lovely work.
Well done. We're going to pop that ball, place it back between our knees. Hands to the floor beside you. Find the floor, feel it with your feet. We're going to lift our hips up to the top. Exhale, lift the hips up. Pause at the top here. Just really feel the feet to the floor. Poke and make sure the glutes are engaged. I'm going to get us to do 3 squeezes up here. 1, 2, 3. Lower halfway. 1, 2, 3. Touch the floor with the hips. Up we come again, up to the top. Squeeze 3, 2, 1. Lower halfway. Squeeze 2, 3. Touch down. Optional here if you want to take hands to ceiling. Up we come. Squeeze 3, 2, 1. Drop halfway. Squeeze 2, 3. Touch down again. Up. Squeeze at the top. 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Touch down. Last set. Promise. Up we come. Squeeze. 2, 3. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Again, we're curling forward. Lots of the sort of front tummy engagement to have to get the ball. Oh. Well done indeed. Stretch out through the legs. Give your legs a nice little roll in and out. We're going to come forward. We're going to take the hands to the ceiling. Curling forward. You can use your hands to the floor if you need assistance and booster to come up. Give yourself a wriggle through the hips and then we'll reach forward. We can drop that ball. Give ourselves the hands we might need to hold on. Give ourselves a stretch here through the hamstrings. Well done. Now you can stay the length you are on the mat because it might be nicer. I'll turn so I can see you. We're going to take one foot in. And we make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take the ball onto the outside. See my wee toe poking through. Sitting up nice and tall. Ball heading towards the little toe. Breathing in, and we're going to reach away. Reaching and trying to push that ball. Keeping both hands on it towards the little toe. And bring it in. And reach and roll. And bring it in. Well done. So we can feel we're going to get a bit of an extension stretch down the side of the other back. So we reach. And in. One more to this side. Reach. And bring it in. Other side. Draw that leg in. Extend to the other. Well done. We're facing that little toe now. We have our ball. We're rolling towards the little toe. Stretch comes through the other side of the back. And bring it in. And reach. And that's it. And reach. And one more reach. And in. Can we sit like this? Now it doesn't have to be close. I'm not asking you that. Can we put the feet together? Well done. Can we place the ball near them? Yeah. So it doesn't matter where your feet are. All we're going to do is see if we can tip over those toes, all right? We'll tip towards the toes if we're quite far out. This time we're going to change the breath. We're going to inhale as we push away. So I want us to sit tall through the crown. And as we breathe in, you're going to feel that rib cage fill up and lengthen through each level of the back. So we're breathing in. Pushing away to lengthen the spine, crown, chasing the ball direction. And exhale as we come back in, we stack the blocks of the spine up, up, up. And inhale away. Exhale, stacking in. Twice more. Inhale away. Exhale, stack the spine. One more. Inhale away. And exhale back in. Well done. Again, stay where you are. We're going to tuck that ball into the small of the back. We can lean on that now, but we're going to start with the hands tucked into the crease of the knee. And that gives us something to hold on to here. Alright. So lengthen through the crown. We're just going to start with a nice little roll back. We're going to exhale. We're going to pull in through the tummy, tuck in the ribs, and we lean back onto that ball. To get forward, try to use your tummy. So we're going to pull forward with the tummy drawing in more than the pull with the arms. The arms are secondary backup, all right? So we're going for tummy work first. Exhale, roll off the sitting bones. You can lean on the ball, but we're working here, pulling in through the center, pulling in through the ribs, and then inhale, use that tummy to draw forward. Twice more. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale, tummy work. And round. And tummy work. Okay, the tummy is still the focus, but we're going to hold that giant beach ball for us. So as we come back, we're rounding. We've got this giant beach ball hugging in. We're going to come forward, keeping our rounded shape. We're going to come up and over the beach ball, head between the knees. Then sit tall, lengthening through crown. Beach ball. Rounding back, tucking it in. Capital C shape back, and then coming forward. Hands to the side as we bring the head through, keeping the rounded shape, and then we lift tall through the crown. Beach ball. Rounding back, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. Keep this shape as we go forward. Head through those knees and up nice and tall. One more, last one here. Hug your beach ball. Oh, if it was summer. And then curl forward. Head between the knees, up we sit. Lovely tall. And hold on. We're going to extend one leg. You can either keep the other leg there, or if you can, cross it over. We have this lovely knee to use to rotate round. So we're going to keep that feeling of tall through the crown, and I'm going to turn towards this knee. If you can hold onto that knee or use your elbow against it, we're turning to look the other way. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a spinal stretch. You might find a stretch across the hip as well. Yes, 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 well done. Keep lengthening through the crown. So we're lifting up as we turn around. Let's right into the other side. So the other leg's long. Either bring the other foot in or cross it over. It just traps it in place. Gives you a bit more oomph to push around. But as we turn, lift the breastbone long through crown, looking over that shoulder. Breathe. And release. Well done. Let's take up this ball. We're going to come down on our side. We're going to keep the ball in the top hand, and we're going to lengthen out our top foot. Well done. We're going to tap. We're going to tap the low knee in front. Tap and then push it long. And tap and long. Two more for me. Tap and long. Tap and long. High knee now. Take it up. Push away, and 3, 2, and 1, and away. Well done. Can we get into torpedo and repeat that? Okay, we're going to go for the high knee first. It's a little nicer. Up and away. 3, push it back. We're 2. And 1, and then just that knee slightly lower in front. Now you can do yourself a favour and bring the ball lower rather than the knee all the way up. And tap, and reach, and 2, and reach. One more, superstars. Well done. We're going to take the ball, reach it back between your feet and take it long. If you need to have a little bit of assistance hold in front, that's okay, so we're going to get these legs to do the work. Toes are to me, just to make sure our heels are the longest. Let's start with a little squeeze. Exhale and squeeze the ball. Again at the start, we've got that inner thigh drawing, got pelvic floor recruited, we've got our centre working, so everything pulling into midline. Oh, release and breathe. Again, exhale, squeeze, 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 and release. And squeeze, release. Squeeze and release. Well done. We've got quick fire little lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to have gentle hand position onto the floor here, and we're going to try to turn and point the toes towards the floor. Whoa, and then we're going to turn the body and point the toes towards the ceiling. And then pull yourself back onto your side. Toes pointing towards the floor. Well done. Toes towards the ceiling. If you want to have a go, see if you can do it without the hand support. Toes towards the floor. Pulling through the body. Tipping back, toes towards the ceiling. Got to bring yourself back onto the side. Once more. Toes towards the floor. And toes back to the ceiling. Well done indeed. Bring it in. We'll do arm openings here. So knees are up. Hand to ceiling. You can just leave the ball resting in your tummy. If you feel quite a stretch across the front of the hip, you can pop the ball between the knees. Hand to ceiling. Breathe it in for me. Exhale and open. Take that time. A few nice breaths out. Feel that rotation through that spine, that spinal twist. Let everything release. I'll do a couple more here. One more. To rise and shine. Run to the other side. You're very comfortable though. Down to the other side, we've got the ball in the top hand. We've got to do our knee ball taps. That's it. So bring the arm forward. Well done, team. Okay, extend that top leg for me. Push out through the heel. Reach, 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 reach. Right, onto your side. Push back. So finding that glute. That's it. Keep that head lightly from you. Nicely reaching forward. We're going for the, which ones? We'll go for high, low, low. Let's change it to high and up. Reaching away, right off the bottom of the mat and push, keeping that hip forward. Tap. Well done. Can we do this in torpedo? We're going to wriggle out long. Start with the high knee, coming up. That lower leg has to stay active to help release the top one. Well done. 2 and 1. With the knee a little lower in front. See if we can release. Well done. Pull in through the tummy. Tuck in the ribs. So we're getting that nice support from the front. One more. Lovely work. Let's reach back, pop the ball between our feet, and we take the feet nice and long. Balance ourselves on our side here. 10. Quick 5 little lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeezes. Exhale, squeeze. Zipping up inner thigh, pelvic floor and center. Pulling everything to midline. Release and breathe. Let's go again. Squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. Go squeeze. And release. One more squeeze. And release. Now we have gentle hand positioning in the front again, that nice low shoulder. We're going to twist the body, tipping the toes towards the floor. But can we bring ourselves back through to sideways to take the toes towards the ceiling? We have to bring ourselves forward. And if you're finding you can do that without so much of the hand support, see if we can take the hand away and take that workload into the center. Pulling yourself back through the middle. Well done. Last time each way. Twist. Back through the center. Twist. And in. Lovely work. Curling it up. Grab our ball for our arm openings. Again, it can be just resting or between those knees. Take an arm to ceiling. Breath in. Exhale. Open. Use that out breath. Use your exhale to try and get that rib cage to release, the mid back to open. One last one to this side. We'll bring both of those lovely big arm opening stretches back together by using the roll forward. Better than the yellow ball we had last week, didn't roll like this for us. Just gentle with the shoulders, which is allowing yourself that direction. We're getting that extension. Allow the chest to come through. Oh, exhale again though. And you just wriggle the hips a little if you like. Just wriggling the ribs a little. We're just trying to release. Getting ourselves into that better alignment, into better posture. So finding that extension. Release and push, roll it out. We're going to bring ourselves up onto all fours. And we're going to hold the ball in one hand. We're going to use it for thread the needle. So we're going to reach the ball through. You can place it on the floor and reach through, or you can just hold and push through the hole. And then we come back and raise the elbow higher first, twisting around the body, spinal twist, and then ball to ceiling. Pushing from the floor, get the ball a little higher, and then through the hole we come. Once again, pushing through or reaching through. And coming back with the elbow high, full ball height, reach to ceiling. One more to this side. Do 3 each side. We're reaching, pushing through. And through with the elbow, rotate, ball to ceiling. Let's change sides, well done. Reaching through, thread the needle, push through the hole. And we come back through. And we take elbow high, and we reach with the ball. And release, come through, push. And elbow, and ball, full height, push from the floor, and last one, and through and reach, and we come back, and through elbow, and then full ball height, and release, well done. Just place the ball near the top of the mat, and we'll do a couple of things without it, and we'll release our wrists as well. We're going to come down into our elbows. We're going to pick one leg, and it's going to stay bent at this 90-degree angle. We're going to push the heel towards the ceiling, keeping it bent. Touch the mat beside the other knee, and then out to the side. Same leg, touch down, push up, touch and to the side. Touch and push up, touch and to the side. Ooh, other side. Keeping this lovely strong hold through our elbows. Bent leg, pushing towards the ceiling. Touch beside the other knee and open to the side. Lovely work. Touch down, push up, touch and side. Touch and push. Side. One more round. Touch and push. Touch and side. Lovely work. Up onto our hands. Going to keep that nice play between glutes and hamstrings. I want us to reach out with a nice long foot. Bend it. Reach it long again. And then we're going to bend the arms. And up long before we change sides, okay? So it's a leg bend, then an arm bend. So take the other leg, nice and long, leg bend, and out. Arm bend, and up before we change sides. Nice and long, leg bend, and out. Arm bend, and up. Change sides, well done. Leg, bend, long. Arms now, down, up. And then one more each side. Oh, long leg. Bend, long. Arms up and in. Lucky last. Push the leg long. Leg bend, out. Arms turn and up and in. Whoo, 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 whoo. Well done. Release the wrists. Lovely work, team. Should we grab our balls again? We're just going to place it between our knees. Now you can do this on elbows. If you find that your wrists are starting to get a little bit tender, you can go onto your elbows. So see how you go. And tuck our toes under. And we're going to do our little knee lift. All right, shoulders are set nice and low. We're going to exhale. We're going to lift and squeeze the ball once. And lower. This time for 3. Exhale, float, squeeze once, and 2, and 3, and lower. And we go for 5. Exhale, float, and it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Well done. One more exercise in this, and we're just going to be shifting our weights. We're going to exhale. We just have to have enough squeeze on that the ball stays in place. We'll just shift our weight forward a little, but back more. Back into the center, and we drop down. Breathe. Exhale, float. We come forward just a little, but back more. Push yourself back to the center and lower. Breathe. Last 2 and float. Drift forward a little and push back. To the center and lower. Breathe. One more for me and go. Float and drift forward. Push back. Back to the center. Lower and let those toes go. Well done. Bring the ball back up. Well done work. Good, great teamwork. Great teamwork. Alrighty. We're going to give the ball stretch again, but this time we're going to do that one-sided arm. We find we get that nice stretch into our lats. So if we've reached hips forward off those toes again, and we just take one arm slightly further forward. Now be careful if you do have a tender shoulder, so just take your time. But if you breathe in, and you're almost reaching away through the hand, but you're pulling back through the hips, so we're taking that stretch down the side. So I'm trying to sit back as I'm reaching away, and then you take that extra ability or movement as a breath in to open up the side of that rib cage. Let's try the other side. Breathing in. Once more each side. Breath in, reaching and sitting back at the same time. Full side stretch. And reach and stretch. Well done. Superheroes. More knee tapping. Alright. Ball in one hand. It reaches out and the opposite leg reaches. 4. Tapping under. Tap the knee and back up. We're keeping our flattened back. And tap. And reach. Tap. Reach. Tap. Reach. Take that to the other side. Ready? Ball. Opposite leg. And tap. Push it long. Tap and reach. Tap and push. And reach. And in. Well done. We're doing the same, but this time we have a rounded shape through the back. So we reach arm, opposite leg, and we tuck in. Pushing up through the ball, rounding on top, tucking your tummy, tucking your ribs, and extending long again. 3 more. Rounding under. Holding that balance, especially with that head movement. Vestibular system tipping forward might be what throws you off. Regaining that balance as we reach, hold position. 1 more, rounding, tucking in, and long reach. Push the foot long again. Woo, change size. You have 4 more. Well done. Arm, opposite leg, push and reach, rounding, tuck it in, tuck, 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 and reaching long, extend and long and stretch, and again, tuck it in, rounding over the ball, and long and reach, round and tuck, long and reach, last one, round and tuck, long and reach. Very well done. Pop that ball down. We're going to roll ourselves up into standing. We're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to push ourselves onto those feet. Straighten the legs. Roll the upper body up, up, up. Stacking the blocks up into standing. Well done. Give yourselves a little wriggle. Before we pick up the ball again, we're going to do a little bit of work where we're crossing through our midline. So we can stay facing the length of the mat, standing in the centre. We may have done this one last week too, where we take that little chance to step forward, crossing through our long centre line and back. Just that one leg doing the work, passing through that horizontal, keeping that balance. Once you build up a bit of confidence, see if you can step a little bit further. Let's change legs, see what the other leg's like. We can start little. Last ones. With our legs we shake and turn and face the front. Crossing our centre line, and we can do that with our kick. So we're going to kick the soccer ball, flat side, inside of foot off, push and kick the ball, and we roll that big toe in and we reach it out behind us. On the diagonal we cross across, and we roll it in and back. Kick, and in. Stay tall, stay reaching, kick, and in. Kick, and in, one more, kick, and in, other side, well done, start to feel that nice little hum in the upper glutes, kick the ball, roll it in, kick, kick, again stay tall, centre's drawn in, two, and one. Well done. Curtsies. We're going to begin little, so I just want us to get that all side to side. Little curtsy. We'll just start to make them a little bigger. Reach. Come in a little bit lower. A little bit more theatrical. Shakespearean. To imagine you've got a feather in a hat or something very dramatic. Couple more. And boom. Well done. Find your ball. Moved around the place too much. We're going to hold it up in front. We're going to hold it and give it a gentle squeeze. We're going to do 5 single knees. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slow it down. We're going to lift the ball with the knee. 1, 2, lift, pushing into the floor through that foot to stay tall, and 5. Other side, all stays low, single knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all together, left, 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 left. Okay, let's check what our breath's doing. We're going to just place the ball, Drape your arm over top. So we're just pushing against the side of the rib cage, okay? Just a nice awareness. You can kind of feel what's happening to the ribs. We're going to take a big breath in. I want you to feel your rib cage wider, pushing into that ball. Breathing in and out. Nice reminder for us to take our breath nice and low. Take the ribs wide. Breathing in and out. One more to the side. Breathing in, rib cage widens. And out, other side. Now, even though both sides are moving, we have that body focus with the ball and where it's resting. So breathing in, you can feel that immediately air draws to that side, pushes across. Twice more, breathing in. And out. You may even feel this nice stretch of that rib cage opening at the back. Breathing in. Well done. Where does the ball go now? Back between the knees. Okay. All it's doing here for us now is keeping us aligned. Right? It's a nice handy tool because it forms that lovely alignment. Hips, knees, ankles. We're going to go slow. We're going to reach down. And I want us to wriggle our hips a little bit, wriggle forward through the fingers. Hold here, pull in through the tummy. We're going to go onto the toes and very slowly rising up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the arms to the back as we come down. One more of those. Lovely slow place. Reach for me. Pulling back through the hips, reach for me. And onto the toes, we slowly rise. Legs are engaged, everything's working. Up we come, take it tall. Arms to the back as we come down. Well done, hands together. Now add into that nice rotation for us. Headlight stay facing the front for me. We're going to turn the upper body. Give yourself a nice push around and release. Other side. Push your hand around. Turn, turn, turn. And release. Onto those toes and bring the weight forward a little bit so we can add to the balance challenge as we turn. And coming back through, we're holding it together. We push, we turn the other way. And through. Heels down. Last one, continuing theatrics. I'm going to throw an arm out. We're going to activate these legs, rise onto the toes and open. Hold your balance, hold. Bring the hand back in. Whoa, one more. Open. And in. And drop. Now we feel like we're laying an egg. And drop the ball down. Alright, so we've got our feet still nicely shoulder width apart. I want us to reach our arms up to the ceiling and feel the difference, oh don't worry, between wriggling our knees, wriggling the hips, each level should feel different, and then wriggling the ribs. Well done. Take the arms down the back one more time. Scoop it up, wriggle the knees, wriggle the hips, and wriggle the ribs. New dance move sorted. And down to the back, grab hold. Just a nice little stretch, allowing the front of the chest to open. Release. We're just going to keep that sensation of open through the chest. We're going to keep our arms hanging. Tuck that rib cage back in a little for me. Make sure your center feels working and tail down. I'm going to get you to turn your head all the way to one side. Keeping that chin moving, going on top of that shoulder. Well done. Release through. Chin stays in to lead the turn. To look over the other shoulder. And come back through, keeping your nose in the middle, but allowing an ear to come down to one shoulder. Take your time, be gentle. And back up through the middle. Nose stays in the middle, ear to shoulder. And back through the middle. We're going to shrug our shoulders up and drop them. Shrug your shoulders up and drop them. One more, shrug up and drop them. Shoulder rolls around and down. Roll and down and round and down. One more,